Hey guys, welcome back to Anxious and Crimes, and today we're talking about Life After Lockup, episode 5.
This is the episode where Bree enters the villa.
This week, a hot new bombshell enters the villa.
This is when Gypsy needs a friend to highlight her for a man. Let's be honest, let's be real. It's not because she wants her friendship, it's because she wants to be fluffed up for a man.
Well, that's it. Like, Bree was introduced as the friend, the person defending Gypsy, and I thought maybe they'd talk about that more, but no, she was literally there. They went straight to a sex shop, and then that was it. There was nothing about Bree, like, there was no reason for her to be there. It was really weird.
I thought that
like,
too.
why couldn't Mia take her? You know what I mean? It was weird.
I thought that was strange as well. I want to know, guys, I honestly want to know this. Did Bree just vanish? Did she just go home as soon as Gypsy found something sexy to wear? Or did Bree stay the night? Is this a true friendship?
I think she was like, bye-bye, Bree. I've used you up now. That's it, bye-bye.
That's what I felt too. And finally, she got some sexy lingerie and she said,
I'm the most adventurous girlfriend that he's had, so
that Ken's ever been with.
Well, first she said that, she has no experience. Remember that? First she was like, oh, I don't have any experience. And then later she's like, oh, I'm the most sexually adventurous person that Ken's ever had. Like, which one is it, Gypsy?
Which one is it? Exactly. The thing that I thought was interesting is that she said she never had a full experience. And I'm thinking to myself, have I experienced the full experience before? Like, what is the full experience? Because to me, you had sex with Nick Godejohn in the bathroom. What was it that you didn't actually have? What is the full experience, Gypsy? I want to know.
They had sex in the bathroom. They had sex after her mother got unalived. Then there was also, remember the scene? I'm eating a brownie. Remember that scene too? I mean, you've had a lot of sexual experiences, Gypsy.
Yeah, I don't know what the full experience means, but that made me sick because I completely forgot about her having sex with her mother unalive. That's sick. That's so sick. I forgot about that.
Exactly what you don't count that? Do you forget about that, Gypsy? Really?
You can't go to every guy, Gypsy, and say, I've never had the full experience and make it that you're the sweet little innocent virgin to every single guy that you're with. You can't do that. Because you're not. What are you, Gypsy? Are you the sweet little innocent virgin or are you the vixen?
you're a virgin who can't drive.
Which one is it? And I found it really interesting because I thought, maybe it's just me, you guys might have to educate me, I thought she had sexual relations, Monica Lewinsky.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
With Dan Glidewell. I thought she had sexual relationships with Dan Glidewell.
We don't know 100%, but there's a few, apparently they did sleep in the same bed. Apparently nothing happened. We don't know, though. We don't know. And then there was a scene, apparently she was with him in a hotel room. I forget, the details sort of change a little bit there, so I don't know 100% which one's the full story is. But something happened there too, I reckon.
And you know what was really funny? You know what's really funny is that this scene was my favourite scene out of the whole Life After Lockup. Is when Ken gets Gypsy on the bed, like she sits there, she's waiting for him to pick her up. She wants the whole officer and a gentleman thing, get her on the bed and, whisk her away, 365-day style. But she gets on the bed, Ken looks like he's struggling to lift her up, and then instead of going for gold and going right into it, he kisses her little stomach and then he walks on by. That would have hurt, Gypsy. That must have hurt you because I know what you wanted. I know what you wanted. You wanted a good time, girl. You wanted a good time. You wanted Ken to be 365 days Mossimo, and he's not that. He kissed your little stomach and he walked on out. I thought, oh my God, so embarrassing. That is so embarrassing, that scene. Honestly,
That was too funny. And then the bed isn't even that high. I was laughing because I was looking at it. I'm thinking, that bed ain't high. You don't know high. You should see Jodie Lee's bed. Jodie Lee, she has an obsession with high beds. Don't even deny it. And her bed is so monstrously high. I can't even get up to sit on the top of it.
I absolutely love my bed, but the funniest thing of all though, guys, is that it was the scene that Gypsy was trying to make. That's what you're not understanding, Mars. Gypsy, Gypsy is trying to create a scene, this big, hot and heavy sexual scene, because she's all about sex. She's all about the sex and how much attention that Gypsy can have. And that scene in her head didn't go to plan because Ken just gave her a little kiss on the stomach and then he walked out the room. There was nothing else to it. Now,
what does she expect? Does she expect him to rip her clothes off in front of the camera?
Yeah, rip him off, and get right into it, He's got no fire. He's got no fire in him, Gypsy. He's not going to be that man. Now, I think Ryan would have been that guy, but you weren't attracted to Ryan. Do you know what I mean? I think Ryan would have ripped your clothes off and done those things to you. I really do. Don't you think, Mars?
Yeah, I reckon he had a bit more fire in him. I mean, his D was apparently fire.
Yeah, the D was fire, but she's not sexually attracted to Ryan, so she's got what she's given. And I thought it was funny how their sexual attraction has calmed down now. Do you think the only reason that you had such high sexual attraction with Ken is because there was some taboo around it?
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the thrill around it. Like, you know, like, oh, we're not supposed to do this, it's taboo. And that made it more exciting, more thrilling for you, Gypsy.
She's going to get bored real quick.
Quick. Yeah, because you'll have to be the person, Gypsy, that makes the sexual experience exciting. It's not going to be Ken. Ken's a backseat boy. He sits in the back seat, you know. You're the forward seat girl. So you've got to make things happen with Ken. That's just how it is. But I just thought it was funny how she was in the sex shop and she said that Ken's never had anyone so sexually adventurous as me. I thought, oh my God, girl. Oh my God. You know what I mean, Mars?
I know. Pick a lane.
Pick a lane, yeah. Which lane are you in? Are you the sweet little innocent girl or are you the wild vixen? Which one are you?
Exactly. It was just ridiculous. It was funny though. It was funny to see. I thought it was going to be worse than what it was. I was expecting it to be a lot worse.
I heard about these rings.
Bree, let's talk about Bree. She came to visit and I felt that Bree looked a little uncomfortable, especially on the live. Bree looked very uncomfortable. I thought you looked beautiful, Bree. You really did. I have nothing against Bree. I want to put that out there. I never have had nothing against Bree other than I think that Bree is a very, very good friend to Gypsy. I'll say that till I'm smurf in the face, blue in the face.
She might be a good friend to Gypsy, but I don't think Gypsy's a good friend. To me, it looked very awkward. They look like strangers when they're next to each other.
Yeah, when they went on the live, I thought, oh, I can't wait to hear what Bree has to say because Bree can talk. Bree can talk underwater and she talks well. And I was surprised how uncomfortable she looked on that live with Gypsy.
I was expecting them to really talk it out more, like talk about a lot of things. They could have done a big whole thing, but they didn't say much at all.
Yeah, you looked really nervous, Bree. I don't know why. I don't understand why you're so nervous because you do this whole live thing all the time.
Yeah, you guys are doing great.
You look like you're on your phone a lot of the times. I think that was the problem. I think you shouldn't have been on your phone so much, Bree, because you're distracted. You were distracted from what was going on in front of you, and you could have said a lot. You could have said a lot, couldn't you, Mars?
Yeah, I thought they would. I thought they both would. But they just looked very uncomfortable. I mean, Gypsy looks more natural when she's with Christy on the couch. You know? Like, she just didn't seem, like, comfortable sitting there. I don't know.
And not just that, I thought it was interesting as well, is that how she said she went to that sex shop and she went and bought that, you know, that C-O-C-K ring. C-O-C-K ring. C-O-C-K ring. Well, on the live, Gypsy said that she actually bought that. Yeah. How'd it go, Gyp? How'd it go?
Lucky Ken! Lucky Ken!
Sit on the bed.
I've never tried one of those at all. Have you tried one, Mars?
No.
You sure, Mars?
And even if I did, I wouldn't talk about it on social media. I think Gypsy shares too much. I mean, some of the stuff I'm like thinking, I don't need to hear this.
Ken doesn't want to hear it either. He said you talk too much. He feels very uncomfortable.
Can you just like shut up sometimes? Can you just like shut up sometimes?
Said that too. Especially saying shut up.
So let us know what you guys think. Do you think Gypsy and Bree look natural on TV? Because I don't. I don't think Jodie Lee does either. But let us know. What did you think of their dynamic? What do you think of the little toys Gypsy got herself? Do you think she's used all of them yet? Or are some of them still in the package? Do you think Ken's lived up to his name as, well, whatever, I don't know, Mr. Grey?
Anyways, guys, take it easy. And if it's easy, always take it home.
Well, Gypsy definitely did.